Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will put toe to leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll leave it with him. Running with power. Just plowing ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Right back to the well. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The give to the back. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for room. It's Barlow. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Criswell. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I love the play call by this defense to go with the zone blitz, confuse the quarterback. What does that mean? What do you see when it's a zone blitz, Paul?
Yeah, I think he was confused. You mentioned it. I think he saw zone coverage, and he thought he was fine. I think he only thought he was being rushed by 3 or 4 guys, and he was going to have a lot of time to get rid of that football. Not the case, though. Linebacker is able to make it through and get the sack.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
A first down for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the move, it's Daniels. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Fourth down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. On the move at the 30. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Gators are rolling down the field. Using his legs, it's Daniels. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Quarterback keeper. Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they get so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Florida.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. To kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Fast motion from the offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Hampton. The Tar Heels get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Criswell. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the change for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Give to the running back. Drills him with the stiff arm. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. a bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And it's perfect.
The kick is good.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll run it again. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if he's going to run it. Off he goes. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He wants to throw. Going deep. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll run the toss. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Now improvising. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right?
Got a lot of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to throw, it's Criswell. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare, so hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
That's reeled in. It's Hampton. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 21, North Carolina 7.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dances away from the heat. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Third and goal from way back there. Trying play action. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. It's a reverse. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Toss to the outside. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
At the 48-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Gators are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Already, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They want that clock to run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.